Hello, and thanks for being here and joining me to play the Courier, this special game. Or at least it is special for me because you may know from the comments that I'm Hungarian, I'm playing from Hungary, and this game was made by a Hungarian developer. It is under development, as he said it is in pre-alpha phase, so I'm among the very first playtesters, and it was originally made in Hungarian, so you can see on the character sheet that there are all the Hungarian expressions beside the English ones, so it is now a bilingual solution, but I'm not sure this will be the end version. So this is the game, and it has only a few pages rulebook now, no fancy arts, no cover art, nothing like this yet, because it is still in development, and I hope that with this video I can also help the developer to see how this game really looks like as a first play, because I've read the rules sometimes, but I've never played this game, so this will be really my very first gaming session. So how this game looks like: you are playing as the Courier and you have to grab a package. It is a different map on each page, so imagine that like this is a book, and on the left page you always have a character sheet, and on the right page the corresponding map with corresponding enemies and the tile sets we will roll to build a random environment. And there are 3 different biomes or environments in the game. This is the one with houses, the urbanistic, and there is a deserty and a foresty environment with all the different enemies. And we have the same character sheet for all the pages, all the 3 biomes now, but I've read already on the rules that there are some differences in the character sheets too. So you can play each game with a different character, one character for one map, but there are also rules how to go along with an already existing character and how to bring him or her to a new page of your book, so a new map, and find a new package, because your job is going to the starting point, signed with the S, and grab the pack. So we have to roll on this tile set with the 2d6, and we have to draw a map. Our first goal is grab the package, and the second goal is go to the final boss tile, meaning this is the extraction point, but before we can go out of this area, we have to defeat the final boss. And in the meantime, of course, we will meet some monsters. The monsters are all belonging to that specific map or that specific environment. So, for example, in this urban environment, we will see some guard droids and bandits and rats. Meanwhile, the foresty and the deserty areas are more filled with animals fitting to that environment. And what else do we have here? This is the loot table. I copied it to be easier to reach. So our first task is creating a character, and the rules are beginning with this. So the how to play is just saying what is our goal and what is this post-apocalyptic world we are playing in. And here immediately we can have the character creation table. So let's roll 2d6 and let's see who we are in this very first game. 9. We are a robot courier with 10 HP, and we have an ability. Every character has a special ability, and the robot courier has once may bypass an enemy without a stealth net. Oh, okay. Stealth net is an item which makes available to pass an enemy and just moving through the tile without fighting. So let's start taking notes on the character sheet. Robot courier with 10 HP. Here we are with 10 out of 10 HP, and the interesting thing is, it's a little bit video gamey, that if our 10 HP has been gone, we have these 3 little slots here showing we have 3 lives. So if we lose all our HP, then we can go back to the starting point and using a second and a third life to try to defeat this map and the main boss and all the other enemies in between. So this way we have 3 chances, like in a classic video game. Let's note our special ability. And as you can see, we have a little tracker in this ability section, so most of the abilities are usable only once per game. Now we should have a name and a picture for this robot courier. I will think about it. Let's go through the character creation further. We have to do a strength roll. Let's see how strong we are. 3 meaning +2. So here is this attack section, 2d6 plus strength plus weapon. Now our strength is 2 and we don't have a weapon yet. Let's move further in the character creation section. There is no further. Okay. Yes, it is important that when we have to go back, we don't have to replay the fights with the enemies, but like you can see here on the 9th tile, we have a trap, or we can find some bonuses, some loots or healing point. Those are there if not all used, because as you can see, there are little trackers under the enemies and under the 10th and the 12th tile. So these happen this number of times on this map. So for example, we can meet the guard droid only once, but we can meet reds 3 times, and we will have a chance to find 2 loot and 1, let's say, healing point. And the other important thing is that the 9th tile, the trap, is specified in each page. So, for example, in this case, we have this barbed wire as the kind of trap, and it is a level 1 trap. We'll see if we roll this one, how this works. We have a gift. Here you can see a longsword. So how these gifts work? In the 18th point of the rules say that some missions grant a free item. It is listed below your inventory. Find its stats and add it to your list if you wish. This is in addition to the 1 item you may carry over, because if you reuse a character, you can carry over 1 thing. So now, as we don't have any weapons originally, I think we will go with this longsword as a weapon. So I first of all put it to the inventory, and we have to look for this item on the loot table. Here it is on the 2nd row. Longsword +1 attack. So we can note for the attack section that our weapon has +1 to add in each time we use this for attack, and we cannot use anything else. And the hands, it is a one-handed. What else? We still should have a name and a portrait, and we have a section to taking notes. If we are fighting, it's easier to track the combat. We can find a companion, so here we can sign it if we have the companion, and after we reach the package, we should have noted here to remember that we already have it, and we just have to move to the extraction point. And we have a small section for any other notes. Okay, we need a name. Let's call our robot courier just easily Robbie the robot, and we need a picture. Here we have it, Robbie the robot courier, and hopefully he will be strong enough to defeat all the enemies along the way. So our first task is grab the package, and here on 4th section you can see start at the starting point, roll 2d6 to determine which map tile you discover, and after rolling choose adjacent empty space and draw the tile here. Rotate it however you like, as long as it logically connects to the existing map. There is one other special thing. You can see this special area here, and if we reach it, it is really a special area. The 2 areas are connected to 1 space. I will show you how it works if we reach that point of the map. So we are at the starting point, and it is time to make the first roll, 2d6, to see which kind of tile do we have to draw. Tile 11, It is empty, and how I will do it? I make a copy and I just cut around the tile we need. So here we have our first tile, nothing special here, I just lock it not to move away, and we can move to the next tile. We have to go to the south to grab the package, so I try to build towards the package. Let's see the next 2d6. 10. Oh, it is a special tile, we will have something here. Here it is, all 4 sides are available to move through, except the western one, because that's the end of the map. But I didn't want to rotate, we didn't need to rotate it this time. So let's see what this box means. And there are 2 boxes on the map, so I immediately X1. So with this we will know that we used one of the boxes, we already found it. So let's see. Actually, I cannot find any descriptions for this tile, for this little box icon. I think this will mean a loot. So let's see how the loot table works. Use 2d6 to roll your item, and the first die determines the row, the second the column. Let's roll. 6 and 5. So 6 row, meaning the bottom of this table, and the second the column, 5th column, so it is emergency evacuation. Back to start with 1 HP, 1 use only. Ah, okay, so if we are on 1 HP, we have this special evacuation to not lose 1 alive. It is actually the same that we have to go back to the start and we have to start mapping this area again, but we still have all the lives or the remaining lives. Okay, nice. And this is a leg item, let's say special boots. Now here we have it, this special boot, and we just have to remember that we have this thing. So this was in this crate, this loot crate we found, and we can move further toward our package. Let's roll. For the next tile, it is 3 and 6, 9. Oh, it will be a trap, but we can have only 1 trap on this map. So first of all, we need to draw the trap. I rotated it to fit, and let's see how this barbed wire works. Let's go back to the rules book, and in the 8th section it says that when stepping onto a trap or hazard tile, roll a d6. Let's roll the d6. It is a 6, so not a 1 and 2. Traps reactivate when you leave the tile, hazards cannot be avoided, and in your shields, armor and abilities. Cliffs, we don't have cliffs in this map, so we just let's say that our robot courier was so eagle-eyed that it saw this trap immediately, this barbed wire, and didn't have any damage. Okay, just note that we found the only barbed wire on this map. We cannot find any other barbed wire here. So I assume that if we roll a 9 again, it will be just a T-shape crossing. Okay, let's move. We are almost there at the package. Let's see the next tile. 3. Oh, okay. Tricky one. So I thought I will reach the package with this next step, but the roads are different here. Okay, we have to move to the package from the eastern side. Let's roll for the next tile. 11. Okay, it is a T-shaped crossing. I will put it like this, and hopefully we can move towards south, towards the package. Let's roll the next tile. 2. Oh, okay, I don't want to trap the package, so I will put this one to the north of this crossing, like this. And just to check the rules, we can move freely Yes, sixth section, movement on the map. You may freely move on discovered tiles as long as you stay within the boundaries. Movement is step by step, like moving a pawn. You cannot ignore or jump enemies or obstacles. If you reach a dead end, return to the nearest branching path with a free exit and continue from here. So we can move freely towards north a little bit and then go back and find a better role for the next tile towards the package. Let's see this. 11. Okay, it is the T-shaped one again, so I just copy this one and put here, and we can grab the package. Oh, we have some size problems, but I think you can understand how this works. So I will grab the package now. First of all, I want to note that it is with my little robot courier, and I have to say we are really lucky because you can see that 5th and 8th result, these little icons are for monsters, and we haven't met any monsters yet. So what to do when we have the package? I remember there was something in the rules. When you reach the tile containing your package and choose to pick it up, mark it on your sheet. Yes, we did it. After picking it up, you gain plus 1d6 lives, then head for the extraction point. Okay, I have questions here. It says lives and not HP. Just a moment and I check the Hungarian version. Maybe it is just a translation problem. It is actually the same. It says that plus 1d6 lives. I'm not sure that was the intent of the author. I can imagine HP better. I mean, 3 life is, it seems enough, and it makes sense that we have 3 chances to find the package and go to the extraction point. And I'm not sure if it can go over our maximum life or HP, or it is just kind of a healing. I don't want to use this at this point, and it says that then head for the extraction point, so that's what we will do. And I don't want to roll for this plus 1d6 lives, as I'm not sure how to add it. And actually we didn't have any fights, so we are at max HP and max life. So now we have the package, and I think where to move next. Let's roll, and I will see if I want to go to north, or we can go to the south, and we can discover this special area. I'm curious, so I think I will go to the south. But first, let's see the tile roll. 9. It would be a trap, but we already found all the traps in this map, so it is just a T-shaped crossing. Let's copy this one and put it here. So now from the south we can move towards east. Let's roll for the next tile. 9. Oh, again 9. Let's just move it like this, the very same tile. And let's roll for the next tile. Oh, 9 again. Okay. So the same again, and maybe we should go towards north. Let's roll for the next tile and we'll see. 7. Something new. Oh, okay, actually it is the T-shaped without any traps or any other special things. So I think I will move towards east once more. And here we will turn north and we will see what is in this special area. So the next tile, should I roll for a tile? Let's see the special area rules. Clearings. These are enclosed by a continuous border. When you reach any edge, we reached an edge, you create an entrance. You may peek inside by rolling 1d6 for the location. If you decide to enter, roll 2 more d6 for effect and condition, and we have this table here. You may revisit discovered locations. The location stays the same, but effects and conditions must be rolled again. Okay, first of all, let's see what is this location, and we can decide if we want to enter or not. 2, it is a warehouse. I think it is a warehouse. Yeah, it's a warehouse because we should roll 2d6 for an item. Okay, I'm happy to enter, but we have to roll for effect and condition. Let's roll these ones before we will roll for an item. So the effect is 6 decommissioned plus 2 HP. Okay, we haven't lost any HP. And let's see the condition, the third die. 2 radiation minus 3 HP. I think the effect and condition, how does it say? 2 more d6 for effect and condition. So I think it's the plus 2 and the minus 3 HP with the radiation is a total of minus 1 HP, unfortunately, but we will have a new item. So first of all, now we have 9 HP. And let's roll. So the first roll is for rows and the second is for the columns. First roll for the first row and first column. Okay, it is the very first item on the table. Steel shield plus 2 for defense. Great, and it is a one-handed item, so it fits for the longsword. Longsword in one hand, steel shield on the other hand, plus 2 defense. Let's note it. Here it is on the other hand. Okay, I'm happy with this item, really. Now I'm just thinking, what if we would roll an enemy as a very first tile, and maybe all the gifts are weapons and this is the starting weapon. We'll see on later editions or later character sheets. Okay, now where would Robbie go? We are in this warehouse. Let's note that this is a warehouse. And I assume we are over this warehouse, so we will... Where should we come out? I think on the northern side. And can I say that we moved one to north and one to east, and we will be a little bit closer to our extraction point. There is no rule, I think, how to leave the clearing. Yeah, no rule about how to leave the clearing, so I will do it for my advantage. And I will move to northeast, and let's roll for the next tile. Tile 9, again, okay. So let's put this one here like this. And I'm one tile closer to the final boss, to the extraction point. Let's roll for the last tile, hopefully. 5, a new result. Oh. So it will be an enemy, and we cannot reach the main boss, the final boss here from here. Now, the first fight of the game, we have to roll for the enemy. As you can see, we can have 12 different enemies and the boss, but it is another thing. So let's roll. What type of enemy do we find here? Number 5, which is a sludge slime. Let's X one of these trackers. So we've met one of the 2 sludge slimes on this area. And let's see how to understand these numbers here. In the combat section, yeah, here is this little illustration. So we rolled a 2d6. We had the name of the enemy. And it has an HP of 9. Okay, 9 HP. And its strength will be 2d6 plus 2. Okay, how the fight goes, let's see. To start the combat, roll 2d6. It is 8. Add your strength bonus and add all active equipment attack bonuses. So what we noted to the attack section. It is 8 plus 2 plus 1, which is 11. And the enemy rolls its own dice and adds its attack bonuses. The higher total wins. So we have 11, and it will have 8 plus 2, which is just 10. So we won this round. And how the damage works. The loser takes damage equal to the difference minus your shield armor, but it doesn't have any shields. And repeat until someone reaches 0 HP or you choose to flee. So now it has 8 hit points. I started taking notes here, and I don't know what should I put to the hero column, because for the hero we have all the character sheets, so I think the enemy column should be enough here. But let's see what is the next turn of this fight, so how it goes. First 2d6 roll for us. 11, and with the +2 and +1 bonuses it is 14 versus 8 + 2, 10, so we have 4+, meaning it is 4 damage to this sludge slime. Now it has 4 HP left. Okay, next turn. Our roll. 6 + 3 is just 9. Let's see the slime's roll. 7 + 2 is 9. It is equal. Okay, no one makes damage this turn. Let's see the next one. Our roll is 6 + 3, 9 again. The slime's roll. 9 + 2, it is 11. So it should take it should make 2 damages to us, and we have the steel shield with the +2 defense. And how it was? Minus your shield armor, so our shield negates all this damage. Okay, next turn. Our roll is 5. Let's see the slime's roll. 7 + 2, 9, -2 because of the shield. It is 7, so 2 damage. Our first losing of HP in a fight, so now we have 7. Okay, I didn't want to use the ability, this bypassing ability, because finally we have the first fight. I hope it won't go bad. Okay, next rolls. Our turn, our roll. 6 + 3 is 9. And 7 + 2 is 9 for the slime, so it is equal. No damages this turn. Let's see the next one. 6 + 3, 9 again. Our roll, and the slime's roll is 10. -2 for the shield is enough. Okay, let's see our roll, our attack next. Oh, okay, it is just 5. And it is 12, minus the shield is 10, which is still 5 damage. Okay. 2 HP left for Robbie the robot. Let's see the next rolls. Okay, it is 9 versus the 12 -2, 10, which is 1 damage. Still we are standing here, and hopefully I can roll a bigger now. 9 again versus the 7. Okay, meaning we can hit this slime, and it will have 2 damage. Yeah, still 2 HP. Okay, but finally we could hit him. 8 versus the 7, which is 1 damage more. Okay, now 1 HP for the sludge slime and 1 HP for Robbie the robot. Let's see how this fight goes. Our roll is 11 in total, and the slime's roll is 13 minus the 2 for the shield is 11. Okay, no damages this turn. Let's see the next one. Our roll is 15, and the slime's roll is just 10. So yeah, it is enough. The 5 point of difference is to defeat this sludge slime. Okay, it was the first fight, and it was a dangerous one. We are on 1 HP, and we will soon reach the final boss. Okay, we don't have any healing options, but if I remember correctly, we can have a loot after each combat. Let's see. Yes, if you defeat an enemy, you find items equal to its HP. HP 9 or below, 1 item. Yes, it had 9 HP, so it is 1 item. Rats, giant mosquitoes and bone wolves drop nothing. Okay, roll 2d6 to determine items. Yes, so one thing we found here. First is for the rows and second for the columns. 6 row and 4 column, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. A landmine. It has a range. 3 boxes is the range, and it has 1d6 attack, 1 use only. Okay, so we can, let's say we can drop this landmine to an enemy in 3 boxes range. And about the ranged weapons, here it is ranged attacks. If you have a ranged weapon and the enemy is in a straight line within range, so that's the important thing, that we can drop this bomb, this landmine, to an enemy within range, meaning within 3 boxes, and if it is in line of sight. Deal the listed damage immediately. If the enemy survives, it attacks. If traps or hazards lie between you, they affect the enemy. That can be a good thing. And combat continues to the death. You cannot flee, because in other cases we can flee, but not if we are using a ranged attack first. So let's note this landmine. And it is a hand item, but I think we have time to switch from landmine to the longsword when the enemy is 3 boxes away. Let's roll for the next tile, and with our 1 HP, move towards the extraction point and the final boss. And I'm thinking about this emergency evacuation. We'll see if we want to use it. First of all, let's roll for the next tile. Tile number 8. Ooh, it is another enemy. Here it is, and I think I want to use the ability of Robin now. So bypass an enemy without a stealth net. I just note that we use this ability, and with 1 HP I can continue moving backwards actually, and we cannot go over this building, this demolished building box. These are kind of obstacles on the map. Let's hope that we can turn towards north with the next tile. 8. Oh, it is another enemy, and it leads us to not the way we should move. Should we use the emergency evacuation? Because we have to go back anyway. I don't want to fight this enemy, so I immediately use the emergency evacuation, and it said that back to start with 1 HP, 1 use only, so I delete it. We use this special boot, and we are back at the starting point with 1 HP, which is not so good, but we can map at least the area leading to the extraction point. We still have the package, so we just have to move towards the final boss from the starting point. Let's roll for the tile. It is 9th tile, which is, it was the trap, but it is a trap-free crossing now. Okay, and let's move to the next tile, which is the 4th type of tile. It's a new one. Oh, it is just a simple, let's say, corridor. Okay, it's still good. Let's roll for the next tile. 6th one. Oh, it is a full crossing. Let's still move towards the east. The next tile will be number 8. Oh, a monster again. Let's see if we can fight or we can survive with the 1 HP or losing a life. We still have all the 3 lives. So let's roll what kind of enemies are here. 8. It is a corpse leader. Okay. We've met a corpse leader. Oh, and it is 2d6 plus 4. strong. Here it is. And let's start the fight. So still 3 bonus for +3 bonus for our attack and +4 bonus for this leader's attack. Let's see our roll first. It is 8 + 3, 11. And the leaders, it is 12, but only 1 damage, which is negated by the shield. Okay, second round. 6 + 3, 9 is our result. And 8 + 4, meaning 12 is the leader's result. And it is 3 damage and only 2 is negated by the shield. So we are at 0 HP. Let's just read to do it correctly. What happens this time? If your HP reaches 0, you die. Your employer extracts you with your equipment, cross out 1 life and restart from start with the already discovered map. So now 10 actual HP again, but 1 less life. And we are back at the starting point, and I have some more options to reach the extraction point, so I don't want to go towards this enemy, this corpse leader. I will turn to the south 1 tile earlier. Let's roll for the new tile there. 7th tile, which is a T-shaped crossing. So this way I can avoid that monster. And now turn to the east. Let's roll for the next tile. Number 3. Oh, okay. And we are almost there. Let's see the next tile. 5. Ooh, it will be an enemy. But at least the shape is good to reach the extraction point. So first of all, we have to defeat this enemy here. And after we defeat it, we have to defeat the final boss. Let's see first who is the enemy or who are the enemies here. Number 3, which is a bloodhound. One of the 2 bloodhounds on the map. It has 10 HP and 2d6 + 3, so the same strength as Robbie the robot. Actually, we are absolutely the same, +3 bonus for the attacks and 10 HP, so it will be fully based on our luck. Oh, not exactly, because we have the shield with the +2 defense. Let's see how this fight goes. So first, our first roll. And our total is with the +3, 11. And now the wolf's roll. 6 + 3 is 9. So we made 2 damage to the bloodhound. Let's see the next round, the next turn. Our roll is 11. And the hound's roll is just 10. Okay, just enough for 1 more damage. Now 7 HP. Let's see our next roll. 10 is the result. And the hound's roll is the same. Let's see the next one. Our roll is 13. And the hound's roll is just 10, meaning we can hit it for 3 more damage. Okay. Our roll is for 10. And the hound's roll, it's only 7. It still has 1 HP left, okay? The last HP. Our roll is 8. And the hound's roll is, it is 12. Meaning it would be 4 damage. But with the shield, it will be only 2 damage. Okay. Only 1 HP with this bloodhound. Let's do this. 7 versus 9. Okay, at least the shield is there for all the 2 damages. So we don't have to do anything with our HP. Let's see the next roll. Our roll. Okay, it's 12. And the hound's roll, ooh, is 13. No, it is 14. Okay, but still the shield is there and enough for all the 2 damages. Let's see our next roll. It is 10. Hound's roll. It is 14. So the shield negates 2 damage of the 4. Now we have 6 HP left. It was a lucky fight at the beginning, but now it is something different. Let's see our next attack. It is 11. And the hound's roll, it is 10. Okay, it is enough for the last HP, and we defeated the bloodhound, and we can have a loot. How was it? Loot HP 10 or above, 2 items. Okay, we can have 2 items. The first is row 3, column 1. It is a wood shield for +1 defense. Okay, we will note it, but we have a better one. Let's see the other thing we find. 6th row and 2nd column. It is a flamethrower. Ooh, 3d6 attack and 1 use only. Okay, this is much better than the wood shield. Let's note this flamethrower. So with this, we reached the final boss, and we have a landmine and we have a flamethrower, so we may use all these ranged weapons, hopefully. And the boss has 20 HP, and the strength is 2d6 plus 6, so it is really a strong enemy. Let's see what else should we know. The extraction point here in the 19th section. To finish a mission, pick up the target item and reach the extraction point. Here must fight a 20 HP boss. Enemy rolls 4d6. No attack modifier. Oh, okay, there is something different. Let's read further. Still attacks you even if you use ranged weapons. Traps, hazards, and cliffs affect it. Okay, we don't have any situation like this. If you are lucky enough, you may slip past it with a stealth net. Oh, I didn't think that I could use my special ability against the final boss. But this is a really, really good ability, meaning it can bypass the final boss and immediately go to the extraction point without any fight there. Okay, I already used that, so I don't have this chance. Let's start, I think, with a flamethrower and start this fight. I want to take notes and which version to go with, the 2d6 plus 6 or the 4d6. I want to try this 4d6 one, and we'll see maybe if we will be defeated by this boss, then I will switch to the other version. Okay, let's start with the flamethrower, which is, we are only 1 box away, so the range doesn't really matter. 3d6 attacks. And, in case of ranged weapons, what kind of defense do the enemies have? Deal the listed damage immediately. If the enemy survives, it attacks. Okay, so nothing to defend with, meaning I will cause 3d6 damage to the boss. Let's do this. It is 6 damage to the 20 HP, so now it's just 14. And the flamethrower was only a 1-use item, so I deleted it. And what does it say about the... Still attacks you even if you use ranged weapons. Does this mean that it should have a defense of 46? I'm not sure how this goes. How big damage the landmine does. 1d6 attack. Now I have an idea. Maybe this attack is for the attack bonus of the weapon. So I still have to do the 2d6 plus my strength plus the weapon. So in this case, the flamethrower was 6 plus 2 for my strength plus the 2d6, which I will roll now, so it is 8 plus the 2d6. which is 9, it is 17 versus the 4d6 of the boss. So 17 versus 17. Okay, this means that instead of the 6 HP loss, I didn't do any damage. Based on the rules here, with the steel attacks you even if you use ranged weapons. Okay, now I will stay with the 14 HP just because it is better for me and the rules are not really clear at this pre-alpha phase. So this definitely needs some clarification how the attacks of the ranged weapons goes versus the final boss. I think this version, which I mentioned last, is the true one. So I will do this with the landmine. So for the landmine, it says 1d6 attack plus the 2d6 for the standard attack plus the 2 for the strength. So actually 3d6 plus 2. Okay, it is 6. So we used the landmine. And okay, 6 versus the boss is 4d6, which is 12. I mean 18 minus the 6 is 12, and the 2 minus because of my shield is still 10, which means even if Robbie the robot would have a maximum 10 HP, it would become 0. Now, with losing 1 life, we are going back to the starting point again. And now the boss is with 20 HP. And I have no ranged attacks. Okay, now I want to try this 2d6 plus 6 version of the boss. And we have 2d6 plus 3 in total with the longsword. We are just moving there from tile to tile, no enemies, no traps, nothing in between the starting point and the extraction point. So let's just start rolling. Maybe we should go to the warehouse because we can do this clearly. So as it mentioned, we can move anywhere. The trap is there again. So there is a little bit of risk if we want to go to the warehouse, if we find anything more there. Okay, I just want to go to the boss and play with this 2d6 plus 6 version of the boss. So let's start the fight, and my first roll for Robbie the robot is 11 plus 3, it is 14 versus 6 plus 6, it is 12, so 14 versus 12, meaning 2 damage to the boss. Okay, not bad for starting. Oh, 18. Yes, this is the result. Okay, next turn. Our roll. 14 versus the boss. 14. 8 plus 6, yeah, 14. Okay, 14 versus 14, no damage. Let's see our next roll. 11 for us, and 9 plus 6, 15 for the boss, meaning 4 damage, minus 2 for the shield is 2 damage. So now we have 8 HP versus his 18 HP. Okay, next round. Our roll is 7 plus 3, 10 versus the 15. So it is 5 minus 2, 3 damage. Okay, this boss is tough anyway with the 4d6 or with the 2d6 plus 6 version too. Our next roll is 7 versus 15, which is 8 minus 2 is still 6, meaning we are on 0 HP, losing the last life. So that's it. That's the game. And we lost Robbie, the robot courier. I think the boss is too powerful at this point, but maybe I just didn't play well with the tactics, and we have an undiscovered loot package somewhere on the map. We have a healing point, which is a special thing, because even if we discover it, we don't have to use immediately, so we have a healing point, which I didn't use. And this ability is maybe too powerful, because if I wouldn't use it while discovering other enemies and fighting other enemies, I would use it to the final boss, so it is an immediately, just a one-shot versus the final boss, so it is really, really powerful. Now, if I roll the Robot Courier class again, I would definitely save this ability to the final point, where I immediately can do the extraction of the package we had to collect. And of course, we have many different other items in the game. So I think it is really interesting. Many things depends on the results of the rolls, so it is kind of a game of luck, but still, there are some tactical elements in it. So I think this is an interesting game. It definitely needs more development, as I mentioned at some points, but all in all, I enjoyed it. And there are 2 more maps in this phase of the game, and I don't know how many maps will be in the final version, but the concept is that every page you will have a new character sheet and a new map, so plenty of options to play this game. And the only thing fixed is the loot table, because all the enemies and the tiles contents are changing from map to map, as well as the characters, of course, because you roll a 2d6 to see which is your character for the current game. And as I already mentioned, there are different gifts from our employer, and there are different life points for the different maps. So I think despite I learned and I can replay it with more knowledge about the game, and it means some advantage. I think as we move from map to map, there can be always some interesting surprises. And we found the warehouse here in this clearing, but there are 5 other options to find special buildings or special places in the town, and I'm not sure if it's the same in the 2 other biomes, the desert and the forest. Or maybe later we will have 6 new buildings or 6 new areas for the clearings in the different environments. We'll see. I think this is a really, really good start for a game, and I hope we can see how it develops. And stay with me, and you can see, I'm sure, the final version later. I don't know when, but it's, as I mentioned, it's still in development, so we can see later how the Courier formed and what will be the final game. Thanks for being here, and see you next time. Bye!